Hey everybody, another video here for you today. Some plans got canceled. Dinner at Mom's was delayed a few days, but I haven't done this for a couple weeks. Having a beer. Notice my old style mug right there. Having a beer, talking a little ancient history, documented mound site very close to the one I talked about earlier today. Let's go down to Mississippi. I'm just going to show you this ancient pyramid mound city, what it looks like today, and you can have a go at it in the comment section. This is the site today. There was a square pyramid earthen mound, pretty good sized one right here. Another pretty good sized mound right here. Plaza to a city right down here today. Well, it's changed a little. Here's a good look with the topographical lines on it even. Up here there was a large square pyramid mound. Down here there was a large mound that has been pretty much eroded away. This is the road going up here, and I'm just wondered if this is even part of Mound B, as they call it down here. This is Mound A. We'll take a look at each of these. Here's a topographical map. Here is where Mound B is. And this has really been eroded away. That has been what is written. Not much is known about this place. So here is Mound A. You get the idea there of that square pyramidal mound right there. Here's another LiDAR pic, and I believe those red boxes are where they did some minor excavating decades ago. There is what is remaining of Mound B, totally eroded away almost from the reports. And I guess when they dug into this mound, they found a ancient midden that this was built on top of. The dating of this comes from the Plaquemine culture around 600, 500 years ago, same as the Manga mounds I talked about earlier. Here is Mound B at the site. This was built on a more ancient mound, it is said. This was described as a step pyramid mound. Notice a higher area here, but this is still built up in the area down here, but this is eroded away. So we can only guess at how big this was originally. Here's a look at all that remains of Mound A at the site. House has existed on top of here since 1790, so we have no clue how tall this pyramid mound was originally. But that'll give you a look. Only the bottom 10 feet exist today, so that's all we got to go on here. Here's a look from about 7 years ago, the house on top of the base of the step pyramid mound here. Here's a brief site description. It says the Foster site is the type site for the Plaquemine period Foster phase. It consists of two mounds just over 200 meters apart with the village or plaza between them. Mound A is a pyramidal platform mound. The original height of this mound is unknown. There has been a house on its summit since the 1790s, and it's modified, enlarged to accommodate a veranda in the early 19th century. Currently, it is about 3 meters or 10 feet in height. Mound B is a smaller, indeterminate in shape. Its southern slope having been eroded by St. Catherine's Creek. Excavation in Mound B revealed 2 episodes of mound construction and a sub-mound midden with evidence of domestic occupation. Primary occupation occurred during the Plaquemine period, Anna, Emerald, and Foster phases. There are so many names for ancient America, it gets very confusing. Though the midden beneath Mound B also contains ceramic material from the Tahula, Marksville, Baytown, and Coles Creek periods. Hope you're taking notes. Now here's a listing of all the work that has gone on here, and it hasn't been much. It's described in 1835 by a guy named Ingram as having the mound with a plantation house on the summit. And that really hasn't changed. Warren K. Moorhead visited the site in 1924, recording it as Mount Pleasant in his 1932 publication on ancient America. 1971 and 1972, they did some minor excavations in Mound A, but that revealed only early 19th century fill, because it seems like they only excavated from the area that was added on to accommodate the veranda. Now, since the house was on top of the mound here all the way back 240 years ago, no real excavation work has gone on, but in the minor excavation work, they did find 2 copper pipes, and they give the exact location of where they were found. Thought that was a pretty interesting one to do. Pyramid mound here, house on it. No clue how big that was originally, but we just have to use in our imagination what that pyramid mound city looked like. I think this right here is a little more current pic of the mound today. Now, am I infringing on privacy here? Well, no, I'm just reporting on ancient history. I can't help it if these people's house got in the way. Centuries ago, there was a pyramid mound city right in this area here, turned into a plantation. House built on top of that mound in 1790. But that is the Foster Mound site. That would have been a pretty good sized plaza between two mounds there. Some lost history coming from ancient America. Hope you thought that was cool, and you all have. Very nice night.